What's up, everyone? What's going on? It's Lugo back again with Fat to Fit day 117. Today we had our secondary push day of the week, and I started off with Larson as I've been doing for I think the last week or so. Um, and honestly, I really liked how these looked, and I was experimenting with wraps again because I'm still dealing with like a right wrist strain type thing. I don't know what it is, but I know that it kind of hurts a little bit, or not hurts, but it like kind of bugs. So I was doing wrist wraps, but I think the problem that I was having with wrist wraps before was that I was cranking them way too tight before my set, like just fucking cranking it to where I couldn't move my wrist back. So I was experimenting today with just putting them on, not cranking them, and then being able to put my wrist back. And honestly, it felt even better than my wrist wraps or my bench without wrist wraps normally, which is the best feeling one. Because I was actually able to push my wrist back, like cock my wrist back a little bit, and still get some support. Um, which I think is the most optimal position for me at this point. So I think I found the wrist wrap like tightness that I'm going to use from now on. It's just not cranking, it's just putting it on and not loose but not, super tight. It gives me support and I'm still able to push my wrist back. So that's pretty good, but everything was pretty easy today. Like it felt really nice. I'm really enjoying incline bench again. I don't know what the difference was between what I was doing here and the incline bench in the rack. But for whatever reason, I'm just feeling more consistent on these and just better in general. I think a part of it is the fact that I could get my legs further back and get leg drive and then arch my back, but I don't know if that would make that huge of a difference to where this is just so much more, consistent and effective for me as an incline. But I'm really enjoying incline again. I really have always liked it. I will never say that I've been great at it. I don't think I've ever hit two plates for more than like 5 reps. My best. So I've never been that strong, but I've always liked it for that reason of not being very strong and being able to progress it. I tried to do dip machine here and I was doing like neutral and it kept pushing me up. Like the seatbelt that I bought kept like not holding me down. And then for whatever reason, when I switched to like instead of neutral and I had my hands like this on the dip, and for whatever reason that felt better and more stable. I don't know why. But maybe next week I'll just go with this and it just felt way better. So I'm gonna try that out next week on this day for the dip machine. See how it feels. It already felt better and I only did like 3 reps. Hoping that I can get like I don't know, like 8 or 9 on the dip machine later, but these close grip board presses have gotten really hard really quick. I went up like 5 pounds from last week, and it was pretty hard, which is good because I've been really trying to hammer my triceps on the second day. The first day is more of like a chest focus. The second day is a little bit more tricep focused. Well, and shoulders as well on the first day, but I added these to kind of just like hammer the lockout, a little bit of higher reps above the 6 range to really just fry my triceps. And so far it's been working. Like this has felt really good. My triceps are like at an all-time high. And I was trying a different thing for rear delts because I saw this up um where the seat was like taken off and I was like, I'm gonna try standing. And for whatever reason, this felt a lot better than like the seated machine rear delt flies that I've been doing. Just doing them standing here, and it really felt like I was just able to drive back. I don't know if it's just more stability, or like I'm cheating less or whatever. Like I'm really locked in, but it felt way better than normal. So I think I'm just gonna keep with these if this machine is open because I really did enjoy doing those. It was like the first time I've ever really had like a really good just pure rear delt pump from rear delt flies machine to be exact. And then I did the cable flies without the cuff this time, and honestly, it didn't feel as bad as I remember. Before I kind of felt like my forearms were taking over, but it felt a lot better this time around when I was doing these. Didn't really feel the strain, and I was pretty locked into my lateral. I started off too heavy though. I went like 40 pounds, and I got about 5 reps, which was like pretty fucking hard, especially because it was pulling me in, because I didn't have that much stability. But um, they were fine. And then moving on, I recorded all my sets of triceps because kind of want to show you here what I meant by ascending. And these early sets, I'm really trying to go slow and work on my form and really get activated. They're not strictly sets to failure, but they're more really locking in the technique and getting my triceps firing. So by the time I get to the later sets, I can do the same amount of reps and I don't have to do more weight. So it's I started off with 58 pounds for 16, and then each set I just went up 5 pounds from or no, I went up in 5 pound increments, but it's the same weight from last week ascending. The only thing that I added was I added 1 rep to each set. So last week I got 58 for 15, 63 for 15, 68 for 15, and I believe I got 78 or no 73 for 12 or something. And so each set I just went up when it was 16, 16, 16, and then I believe I got 13. And honestly, they all felt really good. I think last week I was going a little bit too fast, and it was kind of feeling kind of shitty on my elbows. So this week I just really slowed it down pretty significantly from last week, and just focused on keeping my elbows in, coming down like a true jam press, and exploding. And honestly, this has pretty quickly become one of my favorite tricep movements. I wish that we had like a freestanding decline bench, which we used to have, but I think that they got, well, I don't think they did. They did get rid of it. I don't know when, and I don't know why, because we do have an incline bench, but having like a freestanding one, we had one from Arsenal and it was really good. I think it's just really important, just because like, I mean, doing decline sit-ups on the decline, like platform bench is not the most conducive, because if people want to use it, you just have to be a dickhead and do decline sit-ups there. So I don't know why they got rid of the freestanding one. Now I have to like makeshift it, because with the decline one, it's like a regular bench setup. So it would be like one of the bench platforms. But the thing is like the beams on the back of it, they block how far you can go back, because you're only supposed to rack it so far. So I can't get to like my where I want to go, to like where my neck is. It'll only go to like maybe like my chest level down here or something. It's not going all the way over here because it'll get blocked by the beam. So I have to do like this makeshift setup with like 245s. It's a little bit tedious, but honestly, I'm enjoying this to the point where I don't really care. Like, I don't know what it is about this tricep training. It's just fun. Like, I don't know. I really like doing folding presses. It's just, it's such a technique driven thing. And I feel like it's very easy to mess up and like kind of tweak your elbows, but as soon as you figure it out, I don't think that there's that many other tricep movements that I would do over something like this, barring maybe like a Smith jam. But again, we don't have a Smith machine here. Um, I don't know. It's just like a high skill curve movement that I really just enjoy doing. And then here I started with French press. I started with my elbows, my grip too wide and my elbows out too far ahead. And then as the set went on and as the other sets went on, I moved my grip in to close, and then I really tried to like lean back and really get my arms here and like lock it in a little bit, like let them flare out a little bit, but just like lock in my position, as you can see, and try to get my elbows up to the sky instead of like out in front of me. So I really try to drive them back, drive my back into the pad, and really go like this and keep them down here. And honestly, that really fried my triceps. And I was kind of trying to like flare my lat out to keep it all within my lats and my triceps, instead of like when a lot of people do this movement, including me, like you start to like tweak out your shoulders, but you really have to like flare your lats out and try to feel it in your lats as well, so that you could keep the tension where it needs to be. and I feel like I did these better than last week because I feel like I was uneven. I was like shoulders, and it really felt locked in this week. And I think that's part of the ascending sets. You get to kind of lock in your form in the earlier sets, and then just really hammer it in later. But man, it's this training session was really fun. This has quickly become one of my favorite sessions because I just really enjoy the variations, all the tricep movements, the incline bench, everything in this session is just really fun. And I'm not gonna lie, the weight that I used, I just wanted because I didn't want to look like I was lying. The weight that I used at the beginning of the video is from yesterday morning. Because I ate way too close to bed today or yesterday night. I ate like at 8:30 p.m. Got to bed a little bit late, so when I woke up, I was still digesting food, and I don't want to like. I mean, it doesn't really matter, but I kind of don't want to give like a false read, because I was still up like 4 pounds of food and water from last night. So I'll get a little bit more of an accurate read tomorrow. But if you enjoyed the video, please consider leaving a like, comment, subscribe, and I will see you tomorrow for day 118 and a secondary push day. Thank you for watching.